If you clicked on this video, I'm guessing you're wondering how most successful people are alone or had a season of being alone. And I'm finna break that down to you right now. And me personally, I am a person that, is alone. I'm an only child and I'm a homebody and I'm kind of an introvert, So I really don't talk to people for real. I really just be by myself. I really just be lonely on my dolly. You feel me? Not really lonely. I'm not gonna say lonely because I don't have the feeling that I'm lonely, that I need other people, I'll just categorize myself as a alone person, a person that's just alone, not lonely, right? So most successful people are alone because as like God's children, we all need solitude. We all got to go through solitude at some point in our life, and going through solitude builds character, right? Solitude is going to build character and build you to be the person that you want to be, because you don't know who you are yet. You're still confused on who you are. You're still trying to figure out if you should be with these friends or if you should be alone. And I'm here to tell you that if you really want to grow in life and become successful, you have to go through solitude at least once in your life. And it has to be like a season of your life. It has to, a good amount of time in your life that you need to be alone, no friends. Not really saying, not no friends, but not really hanging out with these friends, taking time to enjoy and just being in your own peace, being in your own solitude, right? So with that being said, look, successful people, they're alone most of the time, right? They sit down, they think a lot of the time they're thinkers, a lot of these people that are, business owners, millionaires, billionaires, they have a lot of free time. A lot of free time to a certain extent. The work that they do hard work, but for a short amount of time. And the rest of their days, they spend work like freedom, right? They have their freedom, their peace, where they're just doing whatever they want, thinking, and thinking becomes something that we need to do, that we should do, because a lot of the time, think about it, if you are somebody, say you want to be successful, right? Boom. But you working 2 jobs. Now, say you're like working 2 to 3 jobs. You never have time to think. How are you going to be successful? You never have time for yourself. You never have time to just sit down, gather your thoughts. How are you going to be successful like that? You get what I'm trying to say? Like, if I'm working 2 to 3 jobs, I'm constantly working, doing this, doing that, doing this. When will I ever have time to think about my goals and my stuff, that the things that I actually want to do? You have to take that into consideration, as into wanting to do more things in life, like, working 2 jobs, 2 to 3 jobs. Not saying that it's a bad thing, because some people actually have to work those 2 to 3 jobs just because of their situation that they're in. And what we sacrifice is time. And a lot of the time we don't get this time back. So this time that we have, we need to set aside time, thoughts, and just think about things we want to do, talk to God, get some more information on what we should be doing, how to fulfill our purpose in this life, And a lot of the times we are scared to be alone. It happens. Like, it happens. It's all right. It's scary. Yes, it is. I'm not gonna lie. It is scary. Not everybody can be alone. Some people cope with being with other people. Some people are comfortable being alone. You just have to be comfortable being alone. You have to get comfortable in your own skin. You feel me? Things will kind of just fall in place for you, You just have to get over this scaredness of being alone. You have to shoot for the moon, Shoot for the moon. Enjoy yourself. Be alone. Enjoy your solitude, man, because a lot of people don't get time to be alone, So enjoy the time that you have to get to be alone, to be able to grow yourself, to be able to find new discoveries about yourself, Like, I learned a lot of new stuff by myself. I learned a lot of different things that I didn't know I was gonna need, and I didn't know I was gonna be here like at this point. Like if somebody was to tell me 2 years ago, before I started, this journey on being alone, if somebody was to tell me 2 years ago how I am now, I would not believe him. I'm a way different person now, and I've grown a lot through God and being alone, being in solitude. That's what helped me, take that next level of my life, take that next step in my life to, actually being comfortable with myself, actually enjoying myself, actually pursuing the things I want to pursue without having to feel bad about it, having to think about other people when it comes to things I want to do, And that's another thing that comes with solitude. You don't have nobody telling you that you can't do it. You have yourself. You have yourself and you have God. Those are the two people that you need most in your life. You don't need other people. You came into this world alone, you're gonna die alone, You have God though. That is that God needs to be your best friend. The man upstairs needs to be your best friend. You don't need to be fearing him, you don't need to be scared of him, you need to treat him as your best friend. Talk to him every day, Give your life to him. Let him guide you. Let him walk you through this solitude, this aloneness that you're feeling. Like, if you're feeling lonely, I'm telling you, get with God. He gonna show you that you're not lonely. You're just alone on earth. You're alone. Yes, God is next to you. Yes, God is always with you, but you're alone. You're alone, and it's just you and him. You're not lonely. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you may, some nights you may be craving attention and stuff like that, but it's okay. It happens. We're human. We always thinking about having a significant other, when in reality, we really don't need it. But not, like I said, everybody ain't the same. Everybody's not the same. And that's why you are on your own journey. You're on your own path. God has put you alone so that you can fulfill your purpose, fulfill the things that God has put you on earth to do. And you can't be disobedient about that. You can't. Like, you actually have to, take the time and learn these things about yourself. Learn about God. Get closer to God. Start to peep things. Start to realize that you are a special person and God put you here on earth for a reason. He didn't just throw us on earth and been like, whatever, go do whatever you want. No, he has us here for a reason. He has us here for a purpose. You need to fulfill your purpose. And we're of servant. We're of service. So be that service. Help people. Go around and do the things that you want to do. Stop being so stuck in the shell, stuck in your house, stuck doing stuff that you don't want to do, that has nothing to do with you. Being with these friends that don't treat you well, don't give you no, no acknowledgement. That's why you have to go through this alone. Man, I realized that me having friends and stuff like that, it was holding me back. A lot of these friends was holding me back from my own potential, And I'm not going to blame them. I'm going to blame myself, because it's on me, because I chose those friends. You know what I'm saying? I chose those friends. So that's really on me. And that's another thing that I want to get to you guys in this video, is about being very, very self-aware and understanding when you are wrong, being accountable. Being accountable for your own actions. A lot of us are not accountable. A lot of us see things and think it's everybody else's fault but our own. That's where we need that accountability at. And that's one thing that I can say will definitely help people in the long run, definitely help yourself, is being accountable. Understanding where you went wrong and taking that lesson and learning from it. A lot of people don't learn from their lessons. They just think it's other people's fault. Oh, it's my family's fault that I'm this way. No, you can change that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that comes with being alone, having that alone time to just work on yourself, grind and build yourself, man, that goes a long way. I'm telling you, you don't need other people. You really don't. A lot of times people think being alone is like, people think being alone, like you can't gain nothing from being alone. You actually gain the most information about yourself, and you realize a lot of stuff when you're being alone. Not only being alone, but being quiet as well. Just observing, seeing what's around you, just, actually understanding the environment around you, understanding people around you, understanding, the way things happen, and you'll look at things differently. You'll look at the world differently once you start realizing that, everything's on earth for a reason, and so much things happen, but we get so caught up in talking that we don't get to see what happens around us. And that's one thing I've learned recently, probably like 2-3 months ago, which is I'm gonna consider recently, that I discovered that I need to be quiet more. I need to, when I'm around other people, I need to just hold my tongue, control my tongue. Being able to control your tongue is definitely a skill, because not too many people can control themselves. And I realized that by being quiet. When I'm being quiet, I understand, I realize like, okay, this person, they're bound to talk, My bad, my camera died. But yeah, so many people are bound to talk, and they don't understand that you don't need to talk to everybody. I kind of realized that I don't need to talk to everybody. Everybody is not, my friend. Like, I'm on this world. It's like, you gotta think about the world as you're just a ball of energy, and you're in your own world. It's just other people are in this world, You talking to other people, you're not doing nothing but wasting your energy, because y'all not talking about nothing. They're not trying to help you fulfill your dreams, fulfill your goals. These people just talking to you about other people. And that's one thing I had to realize. I had to stop being friends with other people that talk about people. Let that sink in for a little bit. So when it comes down to that, I realized like, if I'm hanging around this person, and I realize they hang around this person and they talking about that person, like, man, I don't want to imagine the stuff they talk to about me behind my back, And a lot of us, like I said, we're not quiet, so we don't observe that. So once you start to realize, like, just start listening, being a listener, it helps you in the long run, because it helps you see how people are. It helps you understand how people are. Just being a listener, being aware of people, and never forgetting what people say. That's why you have to listen. When you're talking, both of y'all just talking, you forget, right? You forget what other people are saying. But when you're sitting there and you're with them one-on-one and you're just listening, you start to realize, like, this person is not who I thought they were, And that comes with just realizing. And a lot of that comes from being alone. The origin of the story is being alone. You being alone, who do you have to talk to besides God? Nobody. You feel me? You talk to yourself, you talk to God. But most of the time you're quiet, you're understanding, you're learning, you're realizing the stuff that's around you. You start to observe more. It's a crazy world we live in, and a lot of people are not who you think they are. That's why sometimes the best thing to do is stay to yourself. That's why most successful people stay to themselves. They see how these other people are. That is why they're successful. They see these other people. That's why, like, I'm telling you, bro. You're not gonna want to be friends with somebody that's talking about their own friend. What? How you gonna be close with this person? They talk shit about the next person, bro. The next person grinding, working hard. You sitting there laughing with them. Bro, how that make you look as a person? I know you don't want to be looked at this type of person. So you gotta grow on your own, bro. You gotta go on your own path. Sometimes you just gotta separate from those friends. Sometimes you just gotta do it just for yourself. Call it selfish, but it works for now. In the long run, you're gonna end up helping people. But for right now, you gotta work on yourself. This is that, you know what I'm saying? This is a sign from God, from me, to tell you to take that step. Take that step. Start working on yourself. Start becoming a better you. Ain't nothing gonna, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing gonna hurt doing that, bruh. Ain't nothing gonna hurt doing that. So just take this next step and start to learn about yourself. Feel me? I love y'all. Stay safe, stay blessed. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. PWEEZY out of here, man.